You love those guys because they are part of the fabric of your group, and they do all the hard things. And sometimes, the players, sometimes in that role, because you got to take care of your top end guys, they get missed or you lose them, right? So did not want to see him go to free agency. He's a big part of that back end, so we're real happy. And he's funny as hell, so it's good to keep him around.
11 guys now on these long-term
deals
here. Do you feel like that group in particular and these guys kind of have an ownership over this team and the success now? Because obviously they've already won twice, but it seems like they just want to keep this thing going together.
It's just how many levels of connection can you get? So there's a big chunk of guys that have kind of made it happen here. That it wasn't easy at first and ground and got success through hard work, and now there's not a lot of concern about who we're going to lose in the near future with some of those core guys. So that's their family now. Their wives and their kids can grow up together too.
Coach, you mentioned just the hard work that Mikkola does.
Yeah.
How much does it speak to not only that, but just the type of teammate and person he is? When
Right.
he scores a goal, the way we see the bench go crazy,
Right.
and the fans too.
We get to enjoy that for a few days because you know what's making the video the next day too. He's just such a beyond an honest player. He plays so hard that everybody can identify with him and cheer for him. Right? You come to the rink and you're a hockey fan, you're a Florida Panther fan, and you want to see your team play hard. It may not be great every night, but put the effort in, and he's going in practice and he goes in the games, and yeah, he's exciting to watch and is a fan favorite for sure.
With trimming down the roster and seeing so many regulars out there on the ice, how much do you maybe anticipate tonight's lineup being pretty similar to what we can expect to see on the opening night?
This will be the lineup that if we were starting today, it would be. We'll make adjustments to Saturday night's game, just one on health. This is a little different this year. All the guys, the veterans from last year, are only going to get 2 exhibition games, but this is the way it's going to be going forward, so we want to try to get ahead of it. Is 2 games enough? There may be players that feel they're ready and they don't need both games, and then we'll work those other guys back in just before that final decision has to come.
I'm sure there's still a lot of moving parts, decisions to be made possibly about line combinations, but Conn looked really good the other night with Tkachuk, kind of that instant chemistry. How much do you maybe like the way they look together and that potentially as an option for a depth line?
Yeah, the most important thing is the chemistry on that line, maybe more than any other, because you saw they developed it with Tom McNosick last year and became a really important part of what we do. So we need them to play that way. So I was pleased with how that game unfolded. The style-wise, they look like they're connected on what they're trying to do, which will make them faster. 2 of those guys are pretty heavy, so they need to get in on the forecheck, and I don't see that line slowing down as it's structured.
Bennett tonight?
No, he's not. Tarasov will go the whole night tonight.
Obviously, he's had some impressive showings. How impressive as a new guy coming to camp, what he's done so far?
Well, really happy. I know, again, what I know about goaltending, I like the way he moves in the net and his ability to stay on a puck that goes across the crease. He's got good strength to do it. After that, what you want is a guy to come in and feel good about his game and good about his performance. He's a hard worker, and so we think he can continue to grow. But I've been pleased with this camp.
One last one on Mikkola. Going back, obviously, him and Jones are so good in the playoffs, and we saw them come together. How much are you looking forward to, obviously, going forward, but just a full season of those 2 guys together, what they can accomplish?
What they can do together once they get to know each other even better. They like playing with each other. Seth really, I think he's got a whole nother level that he can get to. I mean, if he can play the way he did in the playoffs, that would be just fine, right? But the 2 of them, I think, can get to another level, and we can, at some point, take some of the minutes away from Forsling and Ekblad against the other team's best every night, and throw a different style of pair against them. So there's some heavier lines that we think that those 2 guys will excel against, and then Ekblad and Forsling take the speed. So I think we've got a nice. There's a difference between the 2 pairs. We've got some good kind of texture back there.